Hello. Hi. It's been a week or so. Something like that. I don't know. When was the last time I streamed? Actually, like on my channel? It's been at least a week. At least a week. Hi. Hello. My mouth hurts. How am I? I've been better. I'm having wisdom tooth pain, which isn't super fun. So if I'm a bit quiet, it's because it hurts. But I was like, fuck it. I want to stream at least once this week. God damn it. Because things kept throwing me off, and I was like, God damn it. You know? But it's like the whole thing of like, if I stop doing stuff because I'm in pain, I'd literally never get anything done, because that's kind of just my life now. It's like one thing after the other, and I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, I don't know, I've been a little bit depressed today just because of everything. But I went outside instead of just lying in bed all day. And that helped a little bit. I got some cool snacks from like this Asian supermarket that's in town. I got some boba, and then I was really tired after that, but you know what? It was great. So it was a bad day for you. Ugh. I feel like it's been a bad day for a lot of people. What happened to make it a bad day? I'm glad you're doing better now, but yeah, bad days really suck. I've had like a rough week in general. It's not been the best. I've not been very productive. But you know, it happens. It happens. I feel like my thing isn't tracking my mouth properly. Oh well, it's fine. Whatever. It's probably just switched that option off again. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a rough week. It has been a rough week. Combination of you're stuck with not very good people and your unending worry about your ability to take care of yourself. Yeah, that's never great. That's never great. I hope it gets better for you, because that's never fun. None of that is fun. Like, at all. Where was I with this? I think I did a lot of the major in-betweens. Right? I did like the major in-betweens for a lot of this. Aside from this one. Right, I did the first half's major in-betweens. That's what I did. Case in point, I'm missing a chunk of toenail. Oh, I love that. I love when that happens. I can kind of relate to that a little bit, because not so fun little fact about me. I'm quite prone to ingrown toenails. So I've had that happen. Yeah, I can relate to that. Hold on a moment. I'm gonna check my... You're gonna see some funky little things real quick. Just ignore that. Yeah, it's ignoring my microphone. Take my microphone, please. Please don't ignore my microphone. I don't appreciate that. Okay, that should be better now. There we go. But, right, yeah. Alright, 37 is where we want it in between now. Oh god, my fucking... I have a bracelet I wear all the time, and it always gets in the way. And I just realized it was in the way there. Because it's got, like, charms on it. Kind of charms. They're not really charms. I mean, a couple of them are charms, but... like, bangs off of everything, and it just clicks and clacks. I'm like, please. But, wow, my favorite part of animation, in-betweening. That's a lie. I'm not a big fan of in-betweening, actually. In-betweening is like a brain-off activity. Of course, the fun part is that you have a hard time with getting in touch with people when you need support. Yeah, that's... I'm kind of the same. I'm not great with it. In-betweens, the tedious part. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Why is my encoding overloaded? Can you not? Oh man, it's been a while since I even touched this. Ugh. Tedious part indeed. It's like I'm getting to grips with what I was doing in the first place. I'm like, where was I? Where was I? You know? It's like, if I do like a little hair movie thing here, I've definitely made this. You know, nobody wants to do a certain part when you can hire people to take care of it for you. Yeah, I mean, the actual reason in betweening, I found this out recently. The actual reason in betweening is a thing is because of I think it was Fleischer. Oh, okay, that's doing a thing. It's because Fleischer, I think it was Fleischer anyway, or someone working on his team or something like that. They were like a really good animator, and one of the bosses was like, wow, you like animate really fast. And in response they were like, if you hire a guy to in between these for me, like you'll get like 4 times as much. So they did that, and that's how in betweening became a thing. And I found that out like yesterday when I was procrastinating. I was procrastinating doing stuff, so I was reading through well, I wasn't really reading through it. I was like skimming through the Animator's Survival Guide because of course I have that. Like, go figure. But I was skimming through the timing chart section. And I was like, oh, so that's why it became a thing. So it's less about laziness and more because it made the job go faster. It's like, oh, you increase the amount of people working on one animation and bam, bada bing, bada boom, they get more done. Surprise, surprise. Who would have thought? But yeah, I don't like doing in betweening. I'm fine with doing in betweening. I only have the problem with when I've already done the keyframes. Cause it's at that point where like, if I look at it too long, it's just too much. Now I'm just reminded of a forum thread you started dedicating to fabricated trivia. Oh, I love that. Love that. I love fake facts. Just want to get on to the interesting part. Yeah, it's like, I really like doing keyframes. Although, again, I do also take issue with doing keyframes by myself. Like, I struggle to do keyframes by myself because I have I don't do storyboarding, really. I'm not a storyboarder. So I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. I'm just like, and then, like, goes perfectly smoothly when I have someone to, like, give me what I'm supposed to be animating. But boy, does it not go quite as smoothly. Like, I think my strength is like a keyframer. Because I'm wanting to mostly do keyframe animations. Of course, I've accepted the reality that chances are that's not what I'm going to be doing initially once I graduate. But like, I think my strength as a keyframer is that I'm quite good at like getting body language down. I like to think I'm fairly okay at timing. And like, I feel like I'm quite good at like doing character acting stuff. Like, I think those are my strengths as a keyframer, but the rest of it is just kind of like, eh. Oh, again. At least this is like a really easy solution. Oh, why am I? No, that's the wrong thing. Excuse me. That's not why I'm trying to scroll. Jesus. Okay, there we go. Let me just make this a bit bigger so I can actually read it a bit better. One interesting bit that came up recently was the idea that we developed electronics to analyze alien tech, only to realize that by the time they were done, they had surpassed the alien thing altogether. I mean, that kind of almost sounds like a Men in Black sort of thing. Oh man, I feel like, because I haven't drawn Volo since I started this animation, my ability to draw him has just kind of gone kaput. I'm just like, what's, how does he look again? What does he look like? Whoopsie. Like, what were all these details I was doing? Goddamn. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, I have another... I actually do have some, like, university animation I need to work on. I need to work on, like, character design stuff as well. But, like, I at least have an excuse for why I haven't done too much of that, and that, like, A, wasn't scheduled to do it. I kind of go by what I'm scheduled to do. And, B, shit week. So that's my excuse. I mean, I did do some this week at the very least. It's not like I didn't do any, but Wednesday came around, I was like, fuck, I'm not doing shit this week. I have another... There's another animation. I just... All I need to do is some corrections. This is literally all I need to do. All I need to do is, like, some corrections, like, some notes that the director gave me, because I'm, like, assisting on another film. Because, yeah, of course I am. Go figure. I'm assisting on, like, one of the Year Above's films. God damn it, why is it doing it so frequently? Jeez. I wish I could figure out why it's actually doing that. I think it's just that it's a little bit overloaded, though. It likes auto-saving every time I reset that. Come on. Okay, thank you. But like, it was just like some facial expression stuff that I was giving corrections on. Not even really corrections, just kind of like, hey, can you like do this? Like, could you change that to this a little bit? So I have that to do. I kind of just like, I got that feedback and then I just kind of died for the rest of the week. Like, just kind of died instantly. It's gonna do like a funny little hand thing right here. Maybe a little bit less angular. I don't know. This is like the not quite so super fun part of in-betweening where I'm just like, where should I put this in this frame? Like, where should this hand go in the middle? This is quite a distance. But yeah, I've been trying to like do more like studious things this week. Kind of. A little bit. I don't know. Like, I did some free writing because I have to do like a lit review for one of my modules, which is really annoying because I'm like, why? This is why do we have to do this? But like, okay, whatever, sure. And so they want us to have a first draft, or like part of a first draft done for next week's session. I haven't done that yet. Might do that on Wednesday, probably. I don't know, sometime in between now and next week. I don't know. Fuck do I know? I'm no writer. We were recommended to like do some free writing at some point, so I did that. I spent 20 minutes doing work on that day and I was like, okay, that's it for today. No more. Well, my brain will go numb. But I might spend some time like tomorrow or something. Like maybe like 20 minutes starting on the first draft for that. I don't know. I still need to find more research for it as well, which is really annoying. I feel like I don't have enough. Like, I thought I had more than I actually did. I turned out to actually not have gotten that much. I was like, oh fuck. I've not got enough. So I've been kind of like trying to make that up. Just like, what's some other stuff here? But you know, read partway through something. Where's the hand here? Okay. Right, yeah, he's like putting it behind him. Putting it behind him. Kind of. I've kind of lost track of this animation a little bit, not gonna lie. It's like, what were all of his parts again? What were his sections? How do Volo? How do draw Volo? I don't know. That just makes him look like a fucking twink. I mean, I guess he kind of is a twink, but like, more like a twink. Bit too much of a twink, you know. We're here? Somewhere. There's also like, I vaguely remember there was a slight issue that I found after the stream finished with some of these. Being just kind of a little bit not quite aligned. Not quite symmetrical, I suppose. This just feels really awkward here. It's like well, I suppose a lot of in-betweens are often quite awkward, actually. I suppose that's not exactly unusual. That's not an unusual thing at all. Yeah, you guys have like little thingies there. Goo. They're the frames you're not supposed to focus on. I know. But I do like not having my in-betweens like too bad, because if in-betweens aren't quite right, they can actually fuck up the entire animation. Because even though you don't focus on them, you still see them. You know? They're still quite important. It's like, I don't know. Like, I get the pose can be kind of awkward, but it's like there's a point, you know? I think this needs to be bigger for like, yeah, that works. That's fine. That's fine. Just be canned. You're meant to get from one friend to another. Yeah. It's just the whole thing of like, a bad in-between can actually like completely ruin an animation, is the thing. Like, it can fuck up an animation. Which is like, you know, a little bit scary. A little bit like, ooh. But it's like, you can have a little bit of wonkiness, but like, especially when you have more in-betweens. The more in-betweens you have, the more wonkiness will affect it, you know? Okay, and there's one here. Okay, that's a weird place in between. That's a weird crossing. One frame face turn, let's go. I really like complicating my movement, huh? It's fine. That's fine. I'm also making things bigger at the same time. Why do I do this to myself? Well, at least it's not thirds. Keyframes are in thirds fucking suck. Or not keyframes, in-betweens. In-betweens and thirds? That's how you make an in-betweener cry. And I like to do it because I'm not the one who's having to deal with it. But it is, in fact, cruel and unusual punishment. Bad and naughty in-betweeners get the thirded in-betweens to pay for their crimes. But in a lot of cases, it's me. I'm the bad in-betweener. Dun dun dun. Taste of my own medicine, I suppose. But thirds are fucking difficult, man. It's like, where the fuck do you start? We'll have a little bit of a flow of this, I suppose. So his little bang here, I suppose. I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, probably. Probably that. I suppose you can call it a bang. It's as close to a bang as you're gonna get, at least. I don't know. I don't know the hair terms. I just assume and go with it. Where? Okay, that's a weird place. Okay, well, sure. Can we not freeze, please? It's just because it's saving, but like, can you not do that? It gives me a bit of a heart attack. It's like, don't do that, please. Okay, and then don't see the man bun in this frame, I don't think. It'd be kind of weird too. It needs time to cross over. You only have one in between here. The hat's kind of wonky though. But like, go figure. Hats aren't very fun to animate. Hats kind of suck to animate. Fuck hats. Why? Okay, can we not expand the timeline out, please? That doesn't help me. I feel like now I'm really small. There we go. That's probably more like it. Why do hats suck? To animate. They're the worst. They're just there to cause inconvenience. Because they're really difficult to draw as is, let alone to animate. From the character design for the short film I'm working on, they want to give one of the characters a hat. I'm like, okay, I don't want to animate a hat, but okay. Sure. Like, I can do a hat, I suppose. So I'm like, I know damn well that I'm gonna have to animate this later. And you're making me do this to myself? They already have stars for hair. Don't. Why are you making it harder? That was the first thing I tried to learn how to draw. Broke my brain. Yeah, it does that. They do that. They're just. I will wage war against hats. Mark my words. The hats will be the first things to go. No, but I don't know, I fucking hate hats, dude. I fucking hate trying to animate hats. It's the worst. Is that kind of weird? I guess that's kind of weird looking. It's a little weird looking. Oh, thank you for following Angel 500X. Name's hard. I can count. I can read. I know how to read. Okay, that's kind of weirdly proportioned. That's just not in the correct place, probably. Why do I make things so difficult for myself? I think it's too high up, that's why. Oh, fuck's sake. Grab the correct area, please. Okay. And bag straps also kind of suck, but less so because it's a bit more controlled. It's just details. And so help me if I try to draw his little pattern thing. I'll probably do that, and I'll probably make like a texture or something and cheat that. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have my mouth can can do that now. It's a little bit fun. I forgot I did that actually. There we go. But it doesn't quite register it in like certain mouth positions. It kind of just does what it likes, to be honest. I can kind of get like a lip bite going there. Or at least it looks like a lip bite. Slightly cursed, but you know. That's you give me more capabilities and facial movements and this is what happens, you know? Oh, I've not drawn bag here. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. My bad. How did I not notice that? At any point. Like, come on, it's right there. How did I just not notice it? I suppose it's one of those things that you kind of forget about a little bit. Let's draw that in real quick. It's probably slightly off, but whatever. We'll we'll deal with it. So let's move it up instead. Learning things the hard way. Yeah. That's kind of just what animation is, to be honest. You learn the hard way. You always learn the hard way. But I'm just forgetful. I just forget parts. It happens. It happens sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I mean, that's how a lot of animation errors happen. You just forget part of a character design for like an in-between or something. Or a keyframe, apparently. At times. If you're really shit checking up on it like I am. And 49. This one's an easy one, at least. This is an easy in between. This is just, hey, where did my eyes go? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I feel like eyes are probably like the least likely place to go. Because eyes are pretty fucking important. Unless it's like a background character that literally no one cared about. But like, eyes are pretty noticeable, I feel like. You'd notice that real quick. It's like a thumb or something. You like miss a finger, probably. In between, missing a finger is not the hardest. You've got so many lines. I don't think it would be that difficult to forget about a finger or two. I think a lot of the times I've seen an animation error where somebody's eyes disappeared. That could be like more of a layering error. It could be that the eyes were on a different layer and the color layer for like the face or something like briefly went above it or something. I've seen that happen. I think I've seen that happen. Anyway, I've seen stuff like that happen. Because if you've got these layers like separate for compositing, that can happen sometimes. But you'd have to be very careless to let that go through, I think. That would be like incredibly... Yeah, you'd have to be really careless, I think. Like, straight up not caring. Or it would have to be a background character, in which case, yeah, you're not gonna care that much. It's just like, whatever, that's fine. Like, sure, they don't need eyes. Eyes aren't that important. They're pretty fucking important, actually. They're like really fucking important. Okay, I do have a nose line here all of a sudden. Sure. Where does Bun go? Oh, it just went like slightly behind him. That's fine. Okay. I was like, where the did I seriously forget his man bun? No, it's there. It's just kind of hiding. It just kind of goes behind him a little bit. That's fine. Okay. Come on. Can we... Okay, hurry up. Please be fast. Please be quick about it. Come on. Thank you. Let me manually save before we lose something by accident and I have to like find the recovery files. That would be kind of a pain. Never liked doing that. I've had to do it a few times. It sucks. It's just like, where? Why? Why'd you have to make it in such like an obtuse place? Oh, okay. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, thank you. That should be fixed now, hopefully. Floofy. Has to be kind of floofy. At least a little bit floofy. We always pretend it's kind of floofy. Something I do want to learn animation-wise is rigging for Toon Boom. Because I can rig in like Live 2D. It's borderline the same concept, but I recently got my hands on Toon Boom Harmony. I want to learn how to rig in it, but I can't even figure out how to animate normally in it. It's like, why is it so overcomplicated? Like, Jesus, okay. They just had no chill with the UI design. Just like, what is this? What is any of this? How do I draw? So I have a lot to figure out in regards to that. Before I can even start with trying to rig with it. Oh boy. I'm sure I'll practice it at some point. It's just like, huh? Okay. So all of our, like, big in-betweens. 37. I think it's all that's all the big ones. Yeah, that's all the big ones. We can do like the smaller, less significant in-betweens now. We've got like most of the motion down. It's just smoothing out. Do, 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 do. Hum, hum, hum. No, please, can you not do that? There's the fun thing of using like a Samsung tablet is there's a double click for undo, which I can do very easily by accident just by resting my hand against the screen, which I constantly do. So it happens all the time, and I'm like, God, no, come back. I liked you, come back, please. I'm like constantly checking OBS to make sure this isn't like doing the weird screen thing, whatever it's doing. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, that's the bag. Sometimes I have to like look at the other I have to look at the other frames to be like, what the fuck is that? What am I supposed to be drawing here? Oh, it's that part. Okay, can you hurry up and autosave, please? Please? Okay. We're back. Cool, thanks. Love it. I enjoy autosave. I don't like when it just freezes everything for 10 seconds. Just like, please let me go on with my day. Please, thank you. Do do do. Today I got some like really fun key snacks. Cause I really like, oh, again, come on. I just reset that, come on. So annoying about it. But yeah, so I went to an Asian supermarket sort of thing recently, or today even, not recently, literally today, literally like 3 hours ago. Or maybe a little bit more. But yeah, I was like, I wasn't looking for like any food in particular. It's just like, I'll just pick up like some funky things. So I mostly got like seaweed snacks and stuff. Cause those are good for you and I need to eat better. But I almost bought some like chicken feet, because I've never had chicken feet and I'd really like to try it. But all the chicken feet stuff that they had, it needed a steamer and I don't have a steamer. I was like, fuck. The shop, like, they stocked steamers, but I didn't have hands to carry one. It's like, okay, at some point, I'll order or come back here to buy a steamer so that I can try these, because I really wanna. Like, I like trying food from places I'm not used to eating from. So there's very few kinds of food that I would like reject trying straight up. Actually, I don't know if there would be any food that I straight up reject trying. I think the only stuff would be like stuff that I know for a fact is stuff that I'm allergic to in it. Not that I have a lot of food allergies. I actually don't have any confirmed ones, but like there's one that I'm like, yeah, probably. And I just accidentally bit my fucking cheek out. I keep doing that. Because my wisdom tooth is like partially come through, but not fully. So it keeps just, when my jaw is closed, it keeps catching onto my cheek and it hurts. It just get fucking caught. I'm like, please, no. Owie. It was really hard to eat today, actually, because of it. Like, so it hurts when stuff's in there, when it has to do anything. Really. It's just like, why are wisdom teeth so inconvenient all the time for no reason? It's like, what? Why? Like, they really just say, like, fuck you in particular. Just get fucked. For, like, no reason. Yeah, so I got some fun little snacks. I meant to get mochi, but I didn't end up getting mochi actually. Whoops. But yeah, I mostly got like seaweed snacks, which I really like seaweed. But I don't get it a lot because you don't find it very often like normal like Western supermarkets. It's not always there. At least not in like the smaller ones. I could maybe find some if I trekked like an hour to a big Tesco. Maybe. But I don't think it would be worth it. Just kind of sucks. It's like, god damn it. But yeah, I don't think there's like any. There's not an awful. Oh, god damn it. There's not an awful lot of food that I'd reject trying, I think. But like, I was looking at the chicken's feet, I was like, that actually looks really fucking good. Holy, like, can I? No, never mind. I don't have a steamer. Because that was like the only cooking options they had on the packaging. I was like, fuck, okay. I don't own a steamer. I have no way of cooking these. Not without very heavily guesstimating. Which isn't exactly how you want to be doing a food that you've never eaten in your entire life. Where's the Okay, I made that really confusing for myself there. I swear, my laptop always likes to like give me email notifications on stream. I'm really glad I do not have like actual sounds for those notifications. But I swear to god, I insist in doing it. Every single time. Okay, no, you're not done. Okay. Please. Email, please. Why do you have to do it like now? Right now? Right here? Right now? At this time? This moment? Hey. It just keeps going. It's not even stopping. Mail, are you good? Are you just giving me like the entire past week's notifications? What the fuck? Oh my god, it's still going. It's still going. It's not finished yet. Jesus Christ. Are you done? Okay. Oh my god. It's really distracting. Like, I'm just glad I don't have like sound notifications for it, but Jesus, it's really distracting. God. Think about it, I have so much stuff I should probably be doing, like, in general, recently. Because I should probably be starting to get a portfolio together again. I'm like, god, I don't wanna. But, like, I've been doing a lot of animating recently for, like, the explicit purpose of putting into a portfolio, and I just haven't. It's like, I don't want to make a portfolio yet. That's scary. There's like a lot of people in my class applying for internships. I'm like, I should probably do that. But I won't, because I don't have a portfolio. And I haven't updated my CV in actual years. Should also probably do that at some point. Whoopsie. Just like, ugh, adult life. Adult life. You're telling me I need to like get shit together? I think I've also been told I should probably make like so I think some of my lecturers have like recommended making a LinkedIn account. I'm like, a LinkedIn account? Like, how about I don't? Just like, oh no, don't stop. That's scary. Where the line? Where the line? There's the line, probably. I don't know, it's probably fine. Well, if it looks out of place, I'll change it. It'll be easier to tell once there isn't 3 separate lines on the page for the same thing. It's always easier to tell later. Oh! Hey, Walrus Walrus. Hi! Thanks for resubbing. Hello. Jesus, it's 10 months now. God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's hard to actually process, like, how long I've actually been streaming for. Because, like, God, my 1-month anniversary was back last September. And now it's March. And I'm like, that's like a year and a half that I've been doing this. Oh my god. Because I still feel like I've just started, pretty much. I guess because I had a pretty rough start with just, like, tech just continuously being awful. EA and curse and all that. Go figure. Like, I've finally gotten, like, my microphone to a somewhat acceptable level, I think. Could still probably work out some of the noise cancellation, but, like, it's about where it's gonna get for being directly next to the fans of my laptop. It's about as good as that's gonna get, you know? Like, just think about, like, I've gone through 3 mics in a year and a half. Which is probably more mics than you should go through, but... Hey Meowie, hi. Like, I started with a fucking Guitar Hero microphone. I think about that sometimes, like, what a way to start. Like, 10 out of 10. Really just, like, went ham on that. Just like, I start now. Proper microphone? No. 0 out of 10, no proper microphone, don't need. And then I needed one, because it was pretty bad. A Guitar Hero mic, yeah. It was specifically a Guitar Hero microphone masking taped to a lamp. That's what I was using for a good a good month or so. And then I got a not super great but like cheap actual proper microphone like for my birthday, and then that died, so I had to buy myself my current mic, which is significantly better. I have to say. Like, wow, it has a mute button on the top. Wow. Technology. It's just like, damn, you really don't have to start like with the best tech, huh? I really just was like, yeah, a Guitar Hero microphone will do. I mean, to be fair, it was okay. Better than the lamp mic, I disagree. The lamp mic was... the lamp Guitar Hero microphone. It was, I think the part that always gets me was that it wasn't even that it was like duct taped. It wasn't duct taped to the lamp, it was masking tape. That shit could have ripped off at any moment and just fall. Could have just fallen, like, literally at any point. Like, fuck. I still don't know how to, like, get a microphone, or get audio good. I think I've gotten it pretty decent. I like to think it's at least, like, listenable compared to some of those early streams, and even some of those later streams. So I was like constantly fiddling with it for a good while, like at least for like, well, like probably like at least 9 months into it, probably more like 10 months into it. I was still fiddling with my microphone before every single stream, like, what the fuck, how do I get this working nice? But this one was like, it was, you get some settings on and it's fine. Like, it's pretty good. Like, pretty decent, like, because it wasn't like a super expensive one or anything, because I don't have the money for that. But like for a USB mic, it's pretty decent. Like I think it's pretty okay. Like a proper like sound system would be kind of nice to get, but like don't need it. You know, this is pretty decent sounding, especially when I can actually get it closer to me, which isn't super often because, you know, laptop kind of gets a little bit in the way. But hey, whoa. It works. I enjoy my current microphone compared to the past couple. It was like my last microphone kept having like that weird beeping interference issue or something. I don't know if it was actually interference or not. It was like, huh, that's kind of odd. I wouldn't be able to hear it, but everyone else could. I was like, I don't know what to do about that. Like, not very much to do. So and then it just kind of died entirely. Like before it was even a year old. That was a really shit mic. Which kind of sucked because it was a birthday present. But I was like, fuck, well, 20 quid mic. I suppose that's the quality you get. I suppose if you're getting a microphone that's worth 20 quid, like you're getting what you're paid for. But hey, whoa, we're here now. Kind of wild though, just that I've been streaming for that long. It's like, huh, how am I still here? I don't know. I know damn well, like, I'm probably gonna have to like take a hiatus at some point this year. Maybe going into next year. You used to have one on your headset for gaming. I've never actually had like a proper headset microphone. I've had headsets in the past, kind of. Well, I've had like over-ear headphones in the past. They broke though. And I kind of prefer like just like earphone microphones, like, because I'll use a snowball now. Ah, I see. That's like the classic one. I kind of prefer like headphones that are just two separate things, you know? Rather than like the over-ear ones, because I get really easily overwhelmed by noise. I've found, especially in the past couple of years. I don't know what it is, but like I can only have one headphone in. Like I just can't have two in most of the time. Vast majority of the time, just can't. So I much prefer. I've just gotten a text from my mom. My mom telling me that she lost the will to live during an open day talk. Because my little brother is applying to or has actually gotten accepted into university. Several universities. Very good. And got unconditional for his top choice. Yay! So they went to the open day for that today, apparently. So apparently one of the people talking was not the most interesting, I suppose. That's funny though. I mean, I wasn't exactly super awake during any of my open day talks, to be honest. They're pretty fucking boring. Like, you're only listening because you need the info. Like, you need to know, you need to like vibe check the campus and stuff. Like, that was like my top priority. I had to vibe check all the places I was visiting. So like, would I actually be okay with being here? You know, there was somewhere I was like, it's okay. It's aight. Snooze fest. Yeah, they were pretty boring. I mean, they were kind of fun in some ways. It's like, oh, like this might be where I spend the next 4 years of my life. I was like really lucky that because the university I'm at now is my top choice, so I got really lucky and got despite my grades not being the best, I managed to get an unconditional because it was portfolio based, and my portfolio was good apparently. Need to do another portfolio, yay. I got really lucky with the open day for it. Yeah, it was just the open day. I think I had like a couple of open days because one was like a grad. It was like the oh my god, what's it called? Grad exhibition thing? Because art school, you know. And then there was one that was like an actual open day. And I think I got pretty lucky in that, like, I very much vibed with the campus, you know? I was like, okay, good, this is entirely correct, this is what I want. I had a roommate that made it worth it for me. I mean, I didn't know who my roommates were gonna be going into it at all, so, you know. Because my first year I was in student accommodation, which is entirely just a fucking roll of the dice. And I ended up with an interesting collection of roommates. I would not live with most of them again. There was like a couple of them that I was like, okay. But a lot of them I was just like, I do not vibe with you very much. Okay. So I kind of just spent most of my time in my room. I mean, I think all of us kind of spent most of our time in our rooms. There's one of them that I'm still friends with. Man tried to roast marshmallow with a big lighter and hairspray. Just, you know, roast a marshmallow using a homemade flamethrower. Yeah, as you do. Yeah, roommates are hit and miss. Yeah, they very much are. Like, especially when you're not choosing them. It's like with my current roommate, like, we chose to move together, you know? And like, that works out because we're both the exact same kind of person, so even if we're like kind of ticked off by something the other is doing, we can't really complain because like, we also do it. Like, both of us do it. We're quite literally like, pull the same shit. Where it's just like, okay, fair enough. But my flatmates in student accommodation I cannot live with that many people. That we had, I think it was 7 of us. Most of us were pretty, well, there was like 3 people who were like super social all the time pretty much, but like with each other they didn't bother the rest of us most of the time, so it's like, okay, cool. And then there was one who I like actually properly became friends with. We don't talk as much anymore because we're not actually, we were at the time in the same course, but that was because we were in a foundation year course. So she's now doing fine art and I'm now doing animation, so we're not really seeing each other as often anymore. But like actually properly became friends with her. Like we vibed. We hung out all the time pretty much. And then there was one who was just always in his room pretty much. He was pretty much always in his room. But it was quite funny because like we couldn't really read him very well. I suppose. So there's a couple of times he did some really funny things out of nowhere. Like there was, I'm trying to remember. I think there was one time where he scared the shit out of my friend, like the roommate who was my friend, because he was like, I think he was testing his Halloween costume. And if I remember correctly, it was like, what's it called? No Face from Spirited Away. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And he went to like talk to that flatmate and just scared the shit out of her. And he also played music, so we would hear that sometimes, which was kind of funky. I think I vaguely remember hearing Megalovania at one point. Be like, okay, sure. There's one that we just didn't really see much. I don't know if she was just in her room all the time or if she was like out all the time. I really don't know. I think it was kind of a mix. But like she was nice. We got along okay. But we weren't like hanging out all the time or anything, you know? Like, but there was a major issue among those flatmates where no one would clean up after themselves in the kitchen that we shared. So what would happen was the bin would end up piling up because no one was doing their chores properly. I was like the one doing most of the cleaning, which I wasn't particularly happy enough. Like the first couple times I was like, okay. And then after that there was there was one time I was cleaning the kitchen. And apparently like my vibes were just so like I was so pissed off that I physically had a really bad vibe. Like my friend who was the roommate, like my friend roommate, walked into the kitchen while I was cleaning. I was just like, Jesus, are you okay? Like, you seem really pissed off, because my vibes were just like, you know when someone's just really pissed and like they're not showing it on their face or like at all, like they're not physically showing it, but there's just something very off about the air around them because they're so angry. That's how I was at that moment. Like I was so annoyed about it because I was asking people like constantly like, hey, can you at least like, I don't know, clean up your dishes? There's 7 of us here, we can't all leave the dishes. And some of these haven't been washed in weeks. It was like really bad. Yeah, I mean when I placed mine. Yeah, I don't get like I don't rage often. I'm not an angry person at all. I'll get frustrated, but like I don't get super angry very often. But I have been told that when I am angry, it's like the silent type of anger. Where it's like I'm still like faking being nice about it, but like, oh boy, everyone can still tell. So I am apparently the silent type of anger like 90% of the time. Which is quite funny looking back on it, but like, oh my god, I was not happy that day. Like my friend was scared because I was just like, she could tell I was angry, but because I was like just acting normal while cleaning the kitchen, it was way scarier than it would have been otherwise. But, you know, it wasn't like all bad. It was just like, that was like my main gripe with it, where it was just like, because at least like, I'm not gonna lie and say like the kitchen where I live now is like the cleanest, but it's like there's 2 of us, like we know who did something. You know, you can't like obscure, like if one person didn't do it then the other did, and we're both kind of the same, and like we'll leave our dishes for a while because we're both fucking depressed all the time, or like something's usually going on. Yeah, for some reason dishes are always a problem. Yeah, but we've like specifically made it so that we have enough room to store dishes at the side to be cleaned. I'm trying to get better about dishes lately, because I used to be like really good about it. Like I'd clean it like immediately after. Now I'm just like, I'll leave it for a couple days. I'm just like, no. Because a lot of it is I get very tired very easily now because tee medical problems. Love that. Because like both of us have medical issues that we've had prior and across the time of the pandemic, so we've kind of just like, yeah, that's fine, like we know we can clean like fairly, like when it needs to be cleaned we'll clean it. You know, so it's not like, it's not as bad as then where it's like there's 7 different people here. There's 6 people other than me or something like that. And I don't know who's like who neglected to do their job. There was a very fun thing though that I do also remember from when I was in student accommodation, which is a bit more on the like slightly funny side. Whereas there was one night where I was kind of feeling unwell, like I was kind of disorientated. Like I wasn't like super sick, I was just really dizzy, and I'm not sure why. But sometimes I get lightheaded for like no real reason. So I was kind of lightheaded, and I misread. I was like going to put in like I can't remember what the brand is, but it was like a brand of like quick meal burger sort of things that you put it in the microwave and you just like, that was it. And I was super disorientated, and as a result I didn't read the packaging properly. So I thought it said, for some reason, like I didn't think about it because again I wasn't feeling super well, like my brain wasn't really working. I misread it as 15 minutes, which is obviously incorrect. It's so obviously incorrect. But like, wasn't feeling great, didn't think about it for more than like half a second. It was actually supposed to be 1 minute and 50 seconds. So quite a lot longer than I was supposed to put in. But I was just like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, brain fully off, fully dead, not working. I just wanted to go lie down. There was like other people over, so that wasn't like helping. They were in the kitchen just a little bit longer. So obviously what ended up happening was it burned really badly. I lost a plate that day, because you know when you fucking superheat a plate, basically like it'll crack immediately. Like it'll just blow up essentially as soon as you try to take it out into cold air. It wasn't too bad. It literally just like split in half, so it was really easy to dispose of at least. But the main problem was somehow, like, even though there were other people in the room, like they didn't notice that there was smoke. Like they smelt it, but they thought it was something else. Like because the hobs had recently been cleaned, so they thought it was like fairy liquid burning or something. No, it was the microwave, and they didn't notice somehow. And so we take it out. Obviously there's a lot of smoke and we're like, shit, okay. Clear out the smoke without setting off the alarm somehow. But it was basically like the inside of the microwave was pretty much ruined. Because like a lot of smoke will leave like a residue. And we're like, okay, that's fine, we can clean it. And then we had an inspection and they were like, no, this microwave has to be replaced now. It's stinky. Wasn't even like, I don't know why like we had to outright replace the microwave, because like, to be honest, it could have been cleaned. Like, it would have been difficult to clean, but it could have been cleaned. But yeah, so I had to buy a new microwave. So it's like, okay, yeah, fair enough, my fault, my bad. I'll pay for it. Like, no shit, I'm not gonna make you guys pay for it. Stinky. Uh-oh, stinky. But yeah, that was kind of a funny story, because it's like, okay. But at the same time, I did get us a better microwave in the process. So, like, it was undoubtedly a better microwave. So, I don't know, like, net gain. The other one was pretty fucking old, like, you know, student accommodation. Like, it wasn't the highest quality microwave. So I got us a new, better microwave. They didn't see it that way, but they weren't paying either, so, like, I don't know why they were so mad about it, because I was the one paying. Like, straight out the gate, like, when we got the email about it, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna make you guys pay for it. That was me that did that. Yeah. Like, I'm not an asshole. They still, like, antagonized me for it for a little while. So, like, oh, like, you're gonna make us pay for it? I was like, no, I literally said I wouldn't. I said I'd pay for it. Like, it was my bad. I'm not gonna make you guys pay for my mistake. But then I was like joking afterwards, like, I mean, in the process, I got us a better microwave, so, you know, wasn't that bad in the end. And you didn't pay for it. It's like, I don't know why they didn't have, like, because I had a sense of humor about it. I was like, yeah, I fucked up, but it's kind of funny. Like, yeah, my bad. But I'm the one bearing the consequences. I don't know why they were so pissed off about it, because I've done the thing. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, it didn't last too long. It was just kind of like, I don't know why you guys are taking this so seriously. Like, because I remember, like, I can't remember if I got the email like after, like before I got back to the flat, like while I was in the studios. I think we did. And I said, I was like, I like immediately responded like, hey, that was me, like I'll pay for it. But like, I got back to the studios and they were immediately like super antagonistic about it. I was like, I've already sent an email to the person who like informed us about it, like saying, yeah. Like, don't fucking worry about it. Like, I'm not an asshole. It was just like, okay, can you get off my back? Like, I made a mistake and I'm fixing it. Jesus. You know? Meanwhile, these are the same people who couldn't take out the fucking trash. It's like, I don't know, that got pretty stinky too. Like, come on now. Like, we had to wash those bins. Don't give me. Don't chide me. Like, if they clean the kitchen, sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny thinking about it, like, in hindsight. But, man. It was just kind of like, okay, chill. Chill out, please. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, other fun little things. I did at the time. I actually quite miss this. Whereas, with that friend that was also my flatmate, what we would do is we would hang out until like 4 a.m. Pretty much every day, and we just have toaster waffles. We actually like slightly broke the toaster with one of them because it got stuck, but it wasn't like it wasn't owned by the accommodation, I don't think. But it was stuck in there for a while. Because it just like, it got really mushy in there for some reason. I think it like partially defrosted. And then it just wasn't coming out. It got out eventually. But it took a little while. And it did kind of fuck up a tongue of like one side of the toaster. But I don't think it was owned by the accommodation. I think it was actually my friend's toaster, if I remember correctly. So it's like, yeah, that's fine. That's kind of off. Let me move this up a bit. But yeah, student accommodation is a weird fucking time, man. It's so weird. Like, yeah, you just end up with fucking stories from it. Like, damn. There's another thing, this is another issue I had with student accommodation. It was actually, like, really, really inconvenient and annoying. Like, it was actually pretty awful. It was something we dealt with for, like, a good amount of the year. Which is, our flat kept having blackouts because the wires were crossed between the kitchen and the bedrooms. The wiring was a complete mess. And so what would happen was, for some reason, the ovens were connected to the bedroom lights, and the bedroom sockets were connected to the kitchen lights. And we did have one time where it was the sockets in the bedrooms that went out with the kitchen lights. But most of the time, it was usually, as you would expect, the sockets in the kitchen with the ovens, that were for some reason also connected to the sockets there. There's a reason you don't do that. Which were for some reason connected with the bedroom lights. And of course, we had quite a few times where it caused blackouts. Super fun, because even though we could flick the, like, because it was just the breaker was tripped, we could have done that, but we weren't allowed to flip the switch. We weren't allowed to do it ourselves. So we had to call, every single time, we had to call the engineers for student accommodation, like, hey, guess what? It's us again. We've lost power in half of the flat. And it was like, it happened so many times. And there was several times where, like, the engineers were like, oh, we don't know why this is happening. I was like, I know why it's happening, and I'm not an engineer. I can tell you right now, like, it's, the wires are crossed. The wiring is fucked. I don't know how you'd fix it, but this is the reason why. And then every single time I tried to tell them, they just completely, like, ignored me. And were just like, oh, no, we don't know. I'm like, I'm telling you why. Don't pretend you don't. Like, I've literally just told you. Like, I'm no engineer, but I know that's not how you're supposed to wire things. It was also weird because, one of the flats, or one of the rooms in my flat, because obviously we all had different rooms. We all had a bedroom each. They were all separate. For some reason, one of these bedrooms in particular was wired to a different flat. So, like, she would have the only room that wasn't affected, so she wouldn't know. She'd have no fucking clue. Because her lights would be fine. They wouldn't go off. Because for some reason they were just wired to an entirely different flat. I don't know if it was the flat above or below, but, like, they just weren't affected. So they were obviously wired somewhere else. And it was just like, what the fuck, man? Like, what is up? Who did this? Who did the wiring here? Good lord. Like, even I know that's not how wiring is supposed to be done. And I'm a fucking art student. You know? It was so frustrating because they weren't listening to me. Like, I was telling them very explicitly, like, it's so easy to tell why this is a problem. Like, the wires are crossed. That's the only reason this could happen. Big brain. I don't think it takes a particularly big brain to figure out, like, if the oven and the bedroom lights are going out together and it's not affecting the other, it's not affecting, like, the lights in the kitchen and the sockets in the bedrooms. Quite obviously, the wires have been crossed. They've been cross-wired. That's not how you're supposed to do wiring. Also, there's a reason why your oven is not supposed to be, like, in a normal socket. That one I found out more recently, but, like, it's supposed to have, like, a different wiring for the oven. Which it didn't, very clearly. Because it was all of the sockets in the kitchen that would go out. For that exact reason. And it wouldn't take much to, like, put it out. You could literally, you would just turn on, like, the hob, and it would just all go. So there was a couple of points where we just didn't have a working oven because they wouldn't let us use it. Because it kept, like, causing blackouts. And I was like, please, like, I don't know how you'd, like, fix that without tearing out all the wiring and just completely redoing it, but it's a fucking mess. Come on. Like, I can tell what the issue is. You should know what the issue is. You're a fucking engineer. Come on. Like, it was so obvious, so it was really frustrating that they weren't listening to me, like, at all. They were just, like, completely ignoring what I was saying. I do know. I was trying to tell them. They didn't listen, though. Even though, like, I know for a fact I was right. Like, I can guarantee I was right. Because there's no other way that could happen. But yeah, that was, like, it's funny in, like, retrospective, but it was really frustrating at the time. Because it would be, like, there was one week where we where we had it happen about 4 times just in the same week. So it was like, wow, great. And of course our like there were times where they wouldn't let us use the oven because they were like, oh, we need to like actually fix it, even though it wasn't the oven that was at fault, it was the wiring of the flat itself. But you know, we'll overlook that. They wouldn't let us use the oven, so we're like, oh well, you have a microwave, but it wasn't a convection microwave, so you had to get like microwave specific meals. Like if you couldn't microwave them, like you were fucked. So it was like, I remember it was one of the first times it happened. Like I ended up having to, I can't even remember. I might have had to just order like a pizza or something that time, 'cause, like they couldn't do anything about it. It was just like, okay, cool. TV dinner, let's go. Yeah, it was really annoying though, because like obviously we were trying not to like completely just only buy microwave meals, you know? Like I certainly wasn't. I was trying to like actually cook. At least every once in a while. But it was just like we didn't want to like intrude on another flat. So I don't think we even thought about like asking another flat if we could use their oven or something. Like, I don't think we even thought about it. The Volo animation, my beloved. We're back at it. We're working on it. Hopefully we'll get on to cleanup today. What time is this? 10:30. Yeah, we should be able to get on to cleanup, I think. At least, like, starting it. Maybe not finishing it, but starting it. We should be able to start it today, I think. Let's move that more in between there. There we go. Wee woo. Yeah. Student accommodation was a whole trip. It was a whole thing. Like, I'm very glad that the vast majority of the blackouts I've had at my current flat in the past couple of years, nowhere near the amount I had at student accommodation, and significantly easier to figure out what the issue was. Like, most of the time it's just that we run out of electricity and have to buy some more. We've had one where it was completely out of our control and it was the entire street. Which was, funnily enough, during a stream. Towards the end, at least, but it was like, great. It was a collab as well. That was, like, close to when I started streaming in the first place. It was, like, a drawing collab. It was, like, right at the end. So we had finished the main portion. We were just kind of, like, talking at the end of it. And I was gone for, I had to go for like 10 minutes because the power just died entirely on my street. I was like desperately trying to get data so that I could like message the chat because the reception in my flat, not great. So if the power goes out, because most of the time the reception kind of relies, at least for me, it kind of relies on the Wi-Fi. I used Wi-Fi reception, but obviously if there's a power outage, that doesn't work. The Wi-Fi's out. So I was like desperately trying to find any source of reception within the flat just to message them like, hey, I'm okay, I just had a blackout. Like, it might be a while before it, like, I can come back in if I can at all. And that's the one time like it's been a blackout outside of my control, you know. The other times it's usually because we have like the type of electricity where you have to buy it, pretty much. You have to buy electricity. It's kind of annoying, but like it's fine, whatever. We could change it, but we haven't. But like a lot of the time we'll just forget to refresh it. We'll forget to get some more, and then it'll go out and we'll be like, oops. And we just have to run across the street. As much as it sends me, I have to go to sleep as I've been awake for 17 hours and have to wake up relatively early. Jesus. Sleep well. Please sleep. Please do sleep. Thank you for coming, though. Like, I think the most recent blackout my flat has had was, because the oven blew a fuse. So we've moved in the other ovens. We have a working oven now, even if it's not the best. We might still replace it though, but who knows? We've moved in the other oven that actually came with a flat. So at least if that one goes out, we can actually properly get a replacement. Because we couldn't do that with the other one for obvious reasons, because it didn't come with a flat. So we were without an oven for a little while. But that was at least like, oh, well, we just don't use the oven. You know? Like, an annoyance, an inconvenience. Oh. Okay. You want to hurry up on that? Thank you. Got but confused there. Just a little bit. Yeah. Luckily have not had anywhere near as many blackouts as with student accommodation, which I am thankful for, because good lord, blackouts are annoying. So annoying. Such an inconvenience. It's even worse when, like, because sometimes you want to look up, like, is there an outage in the area? Is it dangerous for me to do this thing or that thing to try and fix it? How do I fix this? You know, but because we don't get reception during a blackout, bye-bye. Like, it just doesn't work. Cool, thanks. Although there was during that one, I was the only one in the flat at the time. When we had the oven incident, the oven blackout. So I was texting my mom like, so fun thing, lost power, standing outside to try and get any reception. Help. I think it was the oven, but I don't know what just happened. I don't know if it was like, because I wasn't sure if it was the street or if it was just something blew a fuse. It was the latter. But like I wasn't sure because it was like I was trying to reset the breaker and it wasn't like working. So I was like, okay. But I just wasn't, I couldn't see the switch properly, so I wasn't flicking the correct switch. Because our breaker is really high up. So couldn't see. Exactly what you love to see. Of course. Yeah, so I couldn't see like the labels or anything because I was having to like stand on my tiptoes with my phone torch, which was running out of battery. Funnily enough, like wasn't super helpful that. I was like standing on my tiptoes trying to see like what the fuck was in the breaker so I could see what I was actually pulling, because I was like, I don't know if I like if I pulled the wrong thing, will it blow up? I don't know how breakers work. Not super fun. I was just like, and I realized like I had missed a switch, and that was the one that I needed to pull to reset it. I was like, oh, okay. That'll do it. There we go. It's an us problem. Which is always very fun. You know, I appreciate not having as many blackouts and just being able to reset the breaker by myself. Much prefer to having to call someone to do it for me when it's right fucking there. Like, it got to a point where that was really fucking annoying. Holy crap. Oops. Let's put in that. It doesn't have to be super even. It's around about the same area. You're not supposed to be hidden. Get back here. You there. You there. Okay. Yeah, sure, okay. Probably put that there. Yeah, that's fine. Probably. It works. Let's just fix up some of these. Okay. I've like partially got it here for some reason. It's not even in the correct place. What the fuck? What was I doing there? Jeez. I was probably tired when I did that, to be fair. That would have been like fairly late into the last stream I did on this. So probably that. That would do it. Okay. Where's the one I was working on? There. Where? That's fine. That'll do. You'll just see like a hint of the hand. And I'm gonna pretend I'm drawing this correctly. It's fine, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna be in frame, so it can be a bit banana-y. Yeah. A little bit of banana hand never hurt anyone. Except for my soul, but you know, it's fine. It's fine if it's not gonna be seen, you know? No point in putting that extra effort. For no reason. 39 would be the next one. Here, I think, anyway. Oof, I need to drink water. My throat is dry. There we go. Ow. Fucking the water kind of hurts my tooth. It hurts my toothy. Fuck wisdom teeth, man. They just exist to make everything inconvenient for no fucking reason. Like, even if they don't have to be taken out, they're just inconvenient. Absolutely true. Yeah, it's just... I did go to the dentist like a couple months ago, and it would have been like coming through already at that point. So like, they didn't say anything, so I assume it was fine. But it's just like, god fucking damn it. Ow, it hurts. Because like neither of my parents have had to get their teeth out, so I assume my jaw would probably be fine, like in terms of space for it. You know, kind of don't feel like it, but I'm not an expert. Like I'm not gonna tell a dentist they're fucking wrong. I don't know shit. But God, But like, even if you don't have to get them taken out, like they're just inconvenient. I get told they're at least like not impacted like the visit before that, which was at least a couple of years before, I think. I don't know. I wasn't able to go for a while because of the pandemic, because I was kind of locked down in a different city. You had to get yours taken out. Sucks. Yeah. I don't think, unless they get like stuck coming through, which like kind of halfway feels like it, but I think it's just kind of in like the halfway point at the moment. Because like for a while now I've had like one corner of it like peeking out, like fully broke through, but it was just a corner of it. I was fine. And like I did check it last night because it started hurting yesterday. I was like, okay, well, it's probably trying to break through the rest of the gum. So I was checking in the mirror, and like sure enough, yeah, like a bit more had broken through. So that's why it's hurting. It's like, okay, well, can you hurry up, please? Like, I just don't get why it has to be such a like an extended affair. Why does it have to take like several years? What's up with that? It's just that one as well, which I mean, I'm thankful there's not all of them at the same time, because that would be awful. But like, it's just that one. It's like, I'm coming through, make way. Also, I'm gonna take several months. I'm gonna take at least a year to come through, like, fully. Hi. But I am aware that, like, if it's stuck there for too long, it could get infected, and they would have to get it taken out then, probably. Which is a bit of a pain. Especially because I won't see a dentist normally for, until December. Because even though you're supposed to have, like, bi-yearly, I can't, because my dentist is in a different city entirely, so it'll be just in December. I guess if I did like have some serious concerns, I'd have to call a dentist I'm not registered at here, or like make time to go there in the other city or something. I don't know. I don't even know what I'd do. I might have to think about that, well, if this is gonna be a problem. But I'm giving it like a few days, because like, okay, well, I'm not surprised that it would hurt a bit. You know? Oof. 2 to 3 weeks to recover. Yeah, it's just like everything's going wrong at once for me, it feels like. It's just like this week especially, it was just like, fuck Nabby this week. Fuck them. Just everything. Like, super fun. Oh yeah, I finally got an ultrasound. That really sucked. Ultrasounds suck. Turns out I really hope I never have to get another one. Oh my god. Really not a fun bus ride. But yeah, so I won't get the results of that until at least sometime next week. Possibly it would take another week. So up to 2 weeks. And then like if I don't get a call about the results next week, I'll have to call and make an appointment for, or call about it like for 2 weeks later, which would be the week after, of course. Week after next. So very fun. Not super hopeful. Some of the stuff the doctors who were doing it were mumbling was not the most comforting. It was just like, would you care to explain? I mean, I wasn't asking, so I was concentrating on trying not to have an accident. Because if you don't know, for a pelvic ultrasound, you need to have a full bladder, like, fit for bursting. So you're sitting, like, because you're lying down, so that makes it really difficult to hold it. So you're lying down, just putting all of your focus and trying not to just fucking piss. For 5 minutes. It's just like, oh, this is awful. Like, you've had a full bladder for a while. I was just on the bus, like, before that, so I was like really uncomfortable. I was like, please God, like, get it over with as fast as physically possible, or I swear. which is like exactly how they want to do it, but it's not comfortable. It feels bad. It feels awful. So I really hope I never have to do that again. Just like, oh god, please, no more. I would prefer literally anything else. It also kind of sucks because obviously they have to put like the gel on you, and that on top of a full bladder with the sound waves. Oh my god, no. I was told I handled it really well, but it was like I was lying there thinking like I was like one extra vibration away from just letting it all out there. Oh my god. Because what happens is because of the coldness of the gel, because the gel is really fucking cold, they put it there, and of course your bladder's full, and it's using sound waves. So what happens is it jolts you. It gives you like a little jolt, and it feels awful. And like you'll get a couple of extra ones, but they won't be as bad as like the first one when they initially put it on you, where it's just like, oh my god. Ugh. So, yeah, that sucks. Honestly, would literally prefer, like, having fucking surgery over that. Like, Jesus. Like, felt bad. Just felt awful. 0 out of 10. Don't want to do again, ever. Yeah, hopefully I at least get some fucking information out of that. Jeez. If I don't find something out from that, I will just... I don't know what I'll do, but something's life will end with me. I don't know what, but like something's going out the window. But yeah, hopefully I find something out, but we'll see. Woo, at least it's over with. Oh god, this is kind of a clusterfuck here. I feel like I could do... I'm gonna see how this looks before I decide, because I might actually change this to a couple smear frames. Maybe. It might look better that way. Possibly. I think it will probably look better, but I'll see how it looks once I finish like the vast majority of this frame. Smear might be good. I need to get like more practice with smear frames actually. I don't use them as much as I probably could. I like how smear frames look, I just forget about them. Just forget. It's hard to remember them sometimes. Like, they're fun. I like smear frames. They reduce the amount I have to actually, like, draw, pretty much. Like, it doesn't have to make full sense, it just has to be, like, the rough same volume. And the point will get across. Okay. Let's see how it looks. There's a couple more in-betweens I need to do. Let's see. That's fine actually, I think. That's fine. Maybe. Do I want to do a smear frame instead? Actually, yeah, I think I will change that to smear frames. Yeah, I think that'll look a bit better as smear frames. It's moving kind of fast. That's fine. That's fine. Some vague position here somewhere. I don't know. How's that look now? It might be because I think what's throwing me off is because there's nothing in between there and there. So it's a bit sudden because it's moving so fast. Yeah, so that's too low. That's what it is. It's because that's too low. That's what's throwing me off. Do. Hem. Although, I could actually do it a different way where it's... If the fucking autosave will give me a chance here, if it'll let me do something. I think I have a better idea of how to do the smear. Can I get that first hand back, please? I'd quite like that first hand back real quick. Just, yeah, okay. Where's right before? Okay, there we go. So what I'm gonna do... This is gonna be a little bit scuffed for a moment here. Just quickly, real quick. We're gonna do like a two-hand thing here real quick. Just real quick, real quickie. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's a rough. It's fine. It can be dealt with a bit better in cleanup. So, as I always say, leave the problems to cleanup. No. Well, kind of. Never seen actual animation work before. It's cool how you're able to work on it while chatting. I mean, it's a bit difficult. Sometimes I do have to, if I'm trying to get like a lot done really quickly, I do have to sort of just shut up and work. I tend to be, a lot of the time when I'm working on animation stuff, I'm usually in like a studio environment at uni where we will be chatting while we're working. So you kind of get used to it after a while. Like it can take a bit to get used to, but like I've been drawing for a very long time. Animation is just kind of the same. It's just a bit more thinking because you're thinking more in terms of movement than you are as an illustration. But it's the same, like it's the same sort of thing. So like once you can draw while you're talking, you can animate while you're talking. It just takes a bit more like developing sort of that part of your brain, I suppose. Like it's not too difficult. Like it depends how much work you're wanting to do, to be honest. You know? Like if you're kind of relaxed, like yeah, it's fine. I wouldn't be talking a lot if I was like desperately trying to get this done for like a deadline or something. I wouldn't be chatting nearly as much, you know, because I just wouldn't be able to concentrate on that. But especially because I'm just in betweening, In betweening is literally, it's like a brain off task. Like, you're not thinking very much. Like, you might occasionally be like, okay, how can I best in between this? But like, a lot of it is just following the lines, to be honest. Like, a good keyframer, like, will have this here, which already tells you the timing you want. Like, you're just figuring out, like, how best to go in between that. So, like, it's really a brain off kind of task. You get into it, you know? Keyframes are a lot harder to talk while you're doing, in my experience, because you're actively planning out a lot more. Especially when it comes to like timing. When you're figuring out the timing, like, that's really difficult to talk during, because you're trying to figure it out. Like, you're actively thinking. That's pretty difficult to do. Okay, how's that looking now? Still can't help but feel like this kind of weird. It might be because it's less of an arc. Maybe I should make them more of an arc, perhaps? If I do this a bit. I love my cheat tools. This is the fun part of digital. I don't have to just redraw this entirely. And I will... Okay. And what I'll do, so I'll change this. Vroom vroom. It's like, yeah, like, I'm going a bit more quiet when I'm actively trying to figure stuff out here. But like, a lot of in-betweening, you're not thinking. The brain is empty. It is very much a lot of the time just a brain empty task in betweening. So a lot of animators find it really relaxing. I don't, but it's usually because I've just done the keyframes as well, so I'm like, this is a lot of work. How's this like? I feel like it's holding that frame for too long, but it's only holding it for 2 frames. So I'm not sure. It might be just that this is too high up. That might be it. That's probably it. It's probably just because I have 2 smear frames for no real reason. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, I like that more. That might be better if that's... Eh, it's fine for now. I'll work it out more and clean up. That's a cleanup problem. I'm gonna make that cleanup problem. Okay. We just have 23 here, which not really a whole lot. It's pretty simple. It's just a slight movement. So nice and easy. I'm very happy with I've been doing a lot of animation practice the past couple of semesters or so. I feel like I've come a long way from the animation I did for it was like at the end of 2nd year. I feel like I've come quite a long way, and not even like 2 full semesters, like a semester and a half. I feel like I've improved quite a lot at animation, which I'm quite happy with. Definitely my timing has improved. So that was something I was having quite a lot of trouble with. Some timing. Quick timing. I was making things too slow. But now I'm like, yeah, like this is a good beat. Like, I know the rhythm that I want to do for this. Yeah. Oh, let me fix this real quick. We went quite a long way without having to reset that. So, you know, fair game. Okay, now what's the autosave? I'll just drink some more water while I'm waiting. There we go. Oh, fuck. Ah! Drop the cat. Oopsie. There we go. It didn't fall all the way down, luckily. That would have been a pain if it fell on the floor, but no, I managed to catch it with my thighs. You won't escape from me today. Not today, not ever. Oh, come on. Thighs for the win. Hell yeah. Thick thighs save lives. And bottle caps from falling on the floor, apparently. I'm so glad I didn't do any thirds in my timing for this. I've done that to myself before and it fucking sucks. I don't know why I've continued to do it to myself. But no longer. Well, I might still use them occasionally. Sometimes they're good. But not for this. I'm using them less. Just slow ins and slow outs, please. Or evens. Oh, I need to reset again. I'm able to catch those better. Okay. It really is to autosave after I do that. How about I do a normal save? Costa, would you like that? Would you like a normal save? I bet you would. I bet you'd love a normal save. A normal proper save. Did it not reset itself? No, okay, it's fine. It's just taking sweet ass time. Oh. You better fucking respond, bitch. I swear. I fucking swear. Ooh boy. Don't even try me today. Oh. I see. Okay. I see where I've gotten a bit confuzzled. Here. That's why it felt a bit long. Because I was mixing up the man bun. Do. Oops. There we go. Hopefully this is in the correct spot. That's sticking out a lot. These bones are going to be like super inconsistent, but you know, it's kind of fluff is, I suppose. That's just happy. Again, that's going to be a cleanup problem. I'm not dealing with that in roughs. There's some issues I refuse to deal with in the rough stage. It's like, no. No, no, no. It's rough for a reason. It's gonna be rough for a reason. It's gonna stay rough for a reason. do. Okay. Just make sure I've been doing the backpacks. Seem to forget the backpack really easily. Forgot I've got like an animation of the new starters that I started on Pokemon Day, but like I wasn't liking how the in-betweening was coming across, so I just haven't touched it in a while. Like I did a lot of the in-betweening, I was like, kind of not vibing with it. But I feel like I feel like I should like try and finish it, but it's like the vibes are off. I don't know. I might have to rework it a bit. Who knows? Quite frankly, I do not. I mean, it was probably that I'd just been looking at it too much, to be honest. Because I was animating 3 characters, so that probably wasn't helping. But I was also animating several things at the same time, the same weekend. So that also probably didn't help. Just like, I think I was just really tired of animating that weekend. It was like, But that week in general, I'd been animating a lot. Just like, poof. No more animation, please. Maybe if I look at it again now, it'll be okay. Maybe. I hope. Oh, that kind of just disappears a little bit. That would be why. Okay. And then I think there's one more here. I think that's the last one. Seems like it. Looks like it. You guys can only barely see the timeline, but just because it's kind of cut off a little bit is what it is, I suppose. But looks like it. You can just about see it. Oh, I need to refresh. Okay. I think actually just like pulling that down refreshes it. I might not even need to go into the Samsung Flow settings at all. I'll try that next time, see if that's all I need to actually do. I'm not sure why it does that. I'm not sure why it gets the artifact thing every once in a while. But at least it's like easy fix, you know? Just gotta refresh the screen a little bit. This is like a really easy in-between as well. Well, at the same time, they're actually... the closer they are, the more I kind of struggle with like the rough in-betweens because I'm doing such broad strokes. It's kind of actually difficult to get it accurate in between. Like in between 2 lines. Because I'm doing such broad strokes. So it goes a little bit funny. But, you know. That's fine. Again, rough stage. Doesn't matter too much. I actually haven't played Legends Arceus in a little bit. I haven't had time. When I have had time, I've just been too depressed to do anything. Or like kind of just dead. So yeah, that just refreshes by itself. Okay, that's fine. That works. Cool, I'll take it. I'm not sure why it does that, but okay. Like, I haven't played much of like the free update stuff. I've only played, I think, once since Pokemon Day, and I was like really briefly on a train, I think. Or like, not on the train, but it was like later. And I wasn't even doing like the free update stuff. I was just looking for wisps. Like, where the fuck are they? Because I've been trying to finish the Pokedex. I'm like, ugh. I need to finish this quest. It's taking so long. You end up like not knowing which ones you're missing. Just like, where are all the wisps? Like, by the time you get to the last one, it's like, okay, what the, where are you? Which one am I even missing? But I'm pretty glad I decided against streaming it, because that would have ended up being a very boring part of the playthrough. Stop artifacting. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, I think that's just about. You get out of here. Save that. Just so we can see it clearly. We don't need Volo in the way. We don't need Volo in the way of Volo. It's not helpful at this point. I mean, we'll get him back up for cleaning up, but just so we can actually see. Where are we at? How's it looking? Why is it playing at 12 frames per second? That would do it. Why are you playing at that frame rate? Excuse me. Shit, where is it? No, 24 frames. That does it. Oh, wait, no. 24 frames and don't change the amount of fucking frames, please. Oops, that didn't. Fuck's sake. 24 frames, please. That'll do it. That would be why. Oh, come on. That's why it looked weird. Wasn't playing at the right frame rate. There we go. I know it feels a little bit fast, but you know, whatever. It's fine. We can maybe repeat like the finger waggle thing. Here we go. At least now it's at the correct time. Jesus. Don't know why it started itself in 12 frames per second, because I'm always working 24, so don't know why it does that. But yeah, it was basically playing at 6 frames per second because I did this on 2s. Which would be why it was so slow, and why the timing felt weird. It was actually holding for 4 frames on that one sphere frame, not 2. Well, 424 frames per second anyway. But yeah, okay, that's that done. Okay. So then, get that back up. Keep that up for now. Make a new animation layer. Super fun. I'll move it underneath that actually, so it's easier to grab. Okay. Let's get our cleanup brush. What size is that on? 4? Probably okay. Yeah, that'll do. That should be an okay size. Stabilizer seems to be okay, so just lower the opacity of that even more. No. No, no, no. Come on. There we go. Please cooperate with me, Clip Studio. So now we get the fun task of cleaning up. my not favorite. Yeah, the one I kind of look forward to because it's the one I need to practice more. Or like get over the most, I suppose. It's just gonna be like really boring now. It's just working out how to line a hat. That's fine. That's not fine. That's slightly too thick now. Excuse me. And then everything about this hat is... I could just do it flat, but we're not cowards here. In this house, we're not cowards. We will do the hat fluffy as it's intended. If but we'll clean up the keyframes first. That's what I always do. Clean up the keyframes first because that means I'm basically in betweening again when I'm cleaning up the in-betweens, but that's a little off. But whatever, you barely notice it. It's fine. It's not fine. Oh. Okay, that's my phone dying, apparently. Why? I had you, like... I accidentally muted myself as well. Cool, awesome. My phone is tracking me, so I can't have it dying on me here. Can't die on me, man. Let me just, real quick, should put this in battery saving mode. Or like, yeah. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully that'll help. It can actually charge. Or at least stay alive, you know? Less I have to switch to a PNG for the rest of the stream. Kind of annoying though, because it was at like 70% charge. Just it doesn't usually run out like that. But it's kind of annoying. Oh well. Ah, the intricacies of a hat. This is why I don't like drawing hats. Much less animating them. Ooh, my back's stiff because I haven't stretched it out. Okay. Oops, no. Don't do that. Do do do. Okay. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. It can be a little bit funky. Just a little bit. A little bit of funkiness is allowed. As a treat. Okay. Okay. That was weird. Excuse-moi. Can you not do that? Please? Thanks. Will my model please come back? Okay, am I back? Jesus Christ. I don't know what the fuck's happening. My Wi-Fi seems to be fine, so I don't know why it's acting up. And why my model isn't reconnecting. It's not very nice of it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. I should be back now, hopefully. Please, thank you. That was weird. Don't know why that happened. Quite rude. Back to normal. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know what that was about. Fucking Wi-Fi's been weird recently. Just in general. Which is annoying because we're paying more for it. We're paying more than we were before. And yeah, it's worse. It seems. So, you know, very cool. Thanks. Don't know why it insists on disconnecting me like that. Goddamn. Incredibly rude. Oh my god, can you just chill out there? The artifacting, please? I don't know if that's like connection based. Maybe I need to try and get the smart view to connect via cord instead. Maybe that would help. I don't know. How's this thing? Yeah, it's all the way up. Okay. Well, okay. I don't know if I want to do any ear detail. I could, but I also could just not. Oh my god. Please stop with the artifacting. Please, I'm doing my best here. I mean, that's probably enough detail. That's enough to, like, know what's going on, I think. You know that's an ear. You can tell it's an ear. It's fine. Okay. Cleanup is a little bit more focused, I think. So I'm trying to be clean about it. Clean and accurate. Rather than being able to be all messy. No more messy, only clean. So I'll probably only get a couple of frames cleaned up, maybe. Probably. Probably be easier to not be doing that. Probably. Unless absolutely necessary. God, the fluff is not going to be fun to try and keep somewhat regulated. It's the most at risk for being a bit confusing. That and the symbol, I suppose. Symbol on his chest, I'll probably do that on a separate layer. Most likely. Cleanup is certainly not my favorite part. It's just like, kind of mind-numbing, I think. Chill out there. Chill out there, buddy, old chum, old pal. My back's starting to ache. I'm gonna just stretch real quick. Oh my god. My spine like clicked there several times. Oh boy. I just realized my ears are getting cut off. Oops. Just trying to check how those buckles look. We want them on model. We're going as on model as physically possible. Well, maybe not quite, but we're trying to get it as accurate as we can. Just maybe not in the exact style. They do get wider. They do, in fact. I'm not imagining that. They do get wider. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's do his hand. So I like getting the hand out the way. It's a little incorrect. That's fine. That's an easy fix. Stretch things out. That's fine. It works. Okay, I think now is quiet time because I'm trying to get as much cleanup done as I can. Stop at about midnight for me, so in about half an hour. So I want to get at least like 2 frames cleaned up, I think. So now it's quiet time. Should get like a little thing to put up to just be like, it's quiet time. Just for anyone who decides to pop in while I'm completely fucking silent. That happens sometimes. Just like a big focus time button, like shush shush shush. I do find it like really difficult to talk during cleanup specifically, I think. So I'm just like, I need to do stuff. Especially like a headband or sticker that says busy focusing seems silly and important. I might make that. I might make that an asset for VTube Studio and I could just put it on my forehead. I might do that after the stream ends real quick. I do it now, but we're trying to focus. Especially because I do want to do more of these animation streams, so it would be very useful to be like, hey, I'm focused right now. Oh, it is responding. Don't lie to me. Don't you fucking lie to me. It's fully working. Yeah, I might make that an asset or something. Just to pop into, maybe for both VTube Studio and for just OBS, depending. It's like, I'm focused. Shh. Although it might be a bit, well, maybe it would. Oh, let me fix that real quick. Ew. Yeesh. That's still funky. Come on. Okay, I think that's fine now. I think the rest of it is just dirt on my screen. I need to clean my screen, it seems. It's just like a little line of dust or something there. Do I have any more screen wipes actually? I think I do, but I don't know where. I might have to get some more, just in general though. Let's get this closer to... I don't want it to be like too separated from where the shoulder is. Because it's very clearly not like a super thick strap. That's gotta be like really uncomfortable for poor Volo's back. I can see why he doesn't like being a merchant. That's gotta hurt. It's gotta be like really achy, you know? Like, damn, bro. It's rough. Okay, I wanna like lower this. I'm gonna draw it normally and then I'm gonna lower it. I'll just lower it a bit after I've drawn it, just so I like get the shape. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sometimes it doesn't quite realize I've lifted my pen off of the surface, so I'll just drag it a little bit and I'm like, ooh, that's not right. Most of the time it's pretty easy to just erase. Yeah, it's fine. And that. God, I'm losing my voice a bit. Been losing my voice quite a bit the past couple of days, actually. I mean, it's probably just because of my cough, but kind of whack either way. Really wish it wouldn't do that. Just out of nowhere, mid-talking. Ugh, come on. That's fine, I think. That'll do. I forgot what this thing is called again. This little apron thingy. It got mentioned the last time I was doing this and I can't remember what it's called. It's just completely out of my brain. Like, nope. I'm not gonna remember that. Has a distinct name, but it's basically just an apron. Ginkgo merchant apron. I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's basically an apron. Come on. No, come on. That ain't right. Come on. Come on. Not getting the right line. There you go. That's much better. I actually got a few weeks ago I did a Porygon Z animation and one of my classmates saw it. Well, a lot of my classmates saw it. I posted it in the Discord with them. But one of them asked me like a couple of days after while we were in the studio, like, hey, how'd you get that line quality when you cleaned it up? I was like, I just used a brush without any pen pressure. That does the trick. Like, does 90% of the work for you. You know? Well, not 90%, but it does like a decent amount. If you're not accidentally like trying to deal with pen pressure. Makes everything a lot neater. Just like, oh, that's it. It's just no pen pressure. Take away the pen pressure. And just be neat and tidy. That's it. You just line it like you would a normal illustration, just probably a bit cleaner and less disorientating, because you've got to do it on a lot of different frames. Do, 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 do. No, that's too high up. We'll just follow like the line that's already there. That'll do. That's fine. I'm actually leave it at just one frame cleanup because it seems to be taking a while. There's a lot of details. It'd take a lot longer to do in cleanup than in roughs, apparently. Which makes sense. But it's like, oh, okay. This is taking longer than I thought it would. So maybe we'll have a dedicated cleanup session. Dedicated cleanup stream, perhaps. Come on. There you go. Never mind, actually, that doesn't look right. That's just about this frame done though. Can make a start on another one. Just before. Got like 15 minutes before I plan to end, so at least initially plan to end anyway. Oh. It's like a little thing. Didn't even notice. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, come on. Don't... Come on now. That's a really awkward time to pick to autosave. Come on. Okay, you done? Thank you. Let me autosave and reload IRL, please. Mood. God, I wish so. That'd be great if you could just fucking autosave your way through everything. God. Save states. The woman really helped very much with my predicaments, but you know, is what it is, I suppose. Okay. 7 would be the next one. Let's save. I don't know if I want to start another frame though. I don't know if I want to start cleaning up another frame because I do want to finish pretty soon. So I don't know. We can just sit and stare at what we've got so far. How about that? Just... Oh, don't you give me that. Don't give me that. Excuse you. Okay, you gotta chill out there. If I just hide this for now. You can just... Don't give me that. You've already started working. You're too late for that. Hurry up. Just trying to save, that's it. Okay. Oh. Ah, clip through, please. Thank you, Axel Flute, for subscribing. The Prime sub specifically. Not much of a difference either way, I suppose. Can we just have a nice clear view, please? Thanks. Get other Volo out of the way. Oh, please stop tearing up. Please stop tearing up. Just let me look at the pretty man, okay? Yeah, I think that's actually fine. I might not need to do the extra waggle thing. It might be fine. I can maybe at some point change the timing so that it rests there a bit longer before moving on. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure that out once I've cleaned it up, because I could do like final timing then. You know. But well, hey. Actually, let's do that now, actually. Actually, no, because that'll mess with the timing charts. Never mind. That'll mess with the timing charts, and that's annoying. Although, well, not that much. Let's do a quick retiming here, actually. Let's do that. Let's first of all move everything just 2 to the right. Real quick. 2 to the right, please. I asked for 2 to the right. Excuse you. Let's get it up so you can see. Because that's out of view. Just give it like a little bit more time to pause there. You know? Sometimes a little bit pausing time is nice. So this is just the same fucking frame. How's that look? Maybe a bit more. I realized I didn't really stretch it out. But maybe a couple more. Move everything along 2 again. Nice and easy retiming. Just to give it a bit more space to breathe there, because I feel like that does rush too fast into it. I could very easily just sub in the change the timing charts a bit very quickly. Okay, how's that feel? Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better, I think. If we get rid of that extra space at the end. Yeah, I like that a lot more. That feels a lot better. Sometimes I just have to retime things. I just have to retime things after the fact. Let me move this underneath real quick so I can get to the timing charts. Talent, thank you. Thank you. I'm practicing quite hard. I'm doing my best. Okay, so let's change the timing here so that when we clean up, we don't get super confused. Because I will get very confused. This is now on 17. I did the last one incorrectly. This should be 17. We're doing it on odd numbers. 17 to... Which one was the keyframe? To here. So it should be 4 long for all of this now. It's gonna be a bit confusing for a moment. This one was originally 4-5. It's 4-9. Yeah, okay. That should be correct. Yeah, okay. So now we just change all the numbers. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. It's not too bad. It's just kind of confusing for a moment. This is just so that when we clean up, we actually know what our timing is. I'll be 21 now. Yeah, it definitely should be this one. That's the one that didn't move by an awful lot. It's weird. I don't know. 23 there now. Yeah. 25 to 33. Let me make this eraser bigger. That's annoying. Perfect thing to do with her last little bit of the stream. You know? 29. 27. 33 to... Yeah, write that right. 33 to 39. It's empty. 39 to 45, I think. Yeah, 45. 41. 43. And 45. It's kind of hard to see. I wrote that really badly. 45 to 49. I'll become 47. It's just adding 4 now, pretty much. 49 to 55. 51, 53. Let's stretch this to the end. And we let me actually edit it, please. Go. So it's 55 to, what's the end of the timeline now? 64, so it'll be 61 is the last one? Yeah. Okay. That's all retimed. Nice. So now I can close this. Get this out of the fucking way. There we go. If I save that now, let the save. That'll take us pretty much to the end of the stream. There we go. Nice. We found something to do with the extra little bit of time. Retiming. Retiming is very important sometimes because you don't always get it right the first time. It can be kind of hard to tell with just keyframes. Much better. Much better. There's a lot more breathing room there. Yeehaw. Okay, so that's it all in between. Got a single frame of cleanup. a single one little frame. One frame of cleanup. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty much be done for today. I don't want to do any more cleanup tonight. We will do a dedicated cleanup stream. How about that? So a dedicated stream for cleaning shit up. That sounds good. Maybe a couple of streams. It might take a couple of streams. Or I'll do one very long stream, maybe. We could do that. That might be a bit sore, though. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll figure that out when I schedule it. It'll either be like one very, very long stream or 2 or more shorter streams. Who knows? Maybe I'll just do some like guerrilla streams of it. When are we gonna finish Arcane? Well, that's what I need to figure that out. I do kind of want to do that next week, I think. Because I do want to finish it. I do also want to get this done, so I'll figure it out when I schedule stuff. But I do want to have another watch party this weekend, or next weekend. I mean, well, figure that out. Probably be the same time as usual, like same time next Saturday or something. I don't know. As like what this stream started on, which was 9 p.m. GMT, probably, most likely, unless something comes up. But hopefully. Yeah, I do want to do that next week, I think. I keep delaying it because I'm like, I have this stream that I want to do. I've also noticed his man bun kind of teleports a little bit upwards. It's fine though. It's just kind of funky. I'll fix it and clean up. But yeah. Let me get that cough out. Good. Just need to cough a little bit. It's fine, that's fine. Yeah, thank you for coming. If you came for a little bit or a lot of bit, I can't speak today. Jeez. Whether you came for a little bit or a lot of bit, either way, I appreciate it. Don't know when I stream next week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to schedule that tomorrow. That's tomorrow me's job, though. Not tonight me's. Tomorrow me's. Or maybe Monday me's. Depends. But yeah, thanks for coming. Hopefully we can get this cleaned up soon. Yeah, we got a good amount of work done today. Wow, I really cannot speak. Holy shit. Just skip an entire word. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna head off and rest. My back kind of hurts. But yeah. Buonanotte. Bye bye.